Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Nostalgia Unboxings. And today we are doing not really what was planned. So I know a couple videos ago I said that I would be doing the Digimon TCG kind of how to play guide video, but I just haven't had the time this week to do that. That involves, you know, a little bit more work than most of my other videos. You know, got to do the research, got to learn how to play the game and all of that. And, you know, it just takes even longer to film in general as well. And I just unfortunately have been too busy. So I had to, you know, I got this actually just now a couple days ago. So I figured I would just open this instead. So as to not make a really kind of, you know, half-assed and really quick guide. Because, you know, I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's going to be useful to anyone. So, instead, we will be doing this mystery package here, which we will see what's inside it in just a minute. Well, a mystery for you, not so much for me. But also, interesting part about the package, actually. I found it actually ended up coming from the Ukraine, I believe. So, there's actually Cyrillic characters on it, which I thought was kind of cool. I have no idea what this says. And it's probably actually not very interesting, honestly, for anyone who can read it. But I just thought it was cool that it was Cyrillic, because when I bought this, I definitely did not expect it coming from the Ukraine. I guess, I don't know. I just found it interesting, so maybe someone else will share in my interest of, you know, surprise languages, I guess. But that aside, let's get into this thing. Packaged pretty well so far. Ooh, I think I missed this part here. Well, I suppose I could say this stuff without revealing necessarily what it is, but this is something I got off of Etsy, actually, and I will be linking the Etsy shop in a pinned comment, probably, and a description. I try to do both. But anyway, let's open it up. Oh, it's packed in multiple pieces. Wow, this is actually quite a bit bigger than I expected it to be. I'm very pleasantly surprised at this, actually, so nothing else. And we can open this stuff up. I'm curious if can anyone maybe kind of guess what this might be? Probably not. So let's further open it up. I think now it'll be a little bit more obvious to those who might know. But let us keep continuing getting everything. Here's a PlayStation logo. That's a big hint, I guess. And then the final half should be here. And if this all works out, oh, actually, well, I guess I could give it away. It is a Precursor Orb from JAK and Daxter, the original I guess the trilogy. And then there was JAK X Combat Racing, which I think is still technically official because it was made by Naughty Dog. And then they just kind of gave up and sold the rights, and we had the Lost Frontier, which I've only played maybe like 20 minutes of at a friend's house. And I haven't heard very good things about it. I mean, it seemed alright, but basically, my nostalgia for this series comes from the original 3 games. JAK and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, JAK 2, and of course JAK 3. And so I bought a Precursor Orb on Etsy, and I think this has magnets in it, so let's see. It does. Oh, it doesn't have magnets in it. Why did I? Oh, it does have magnets in it! Take a look at that! Boom! So it fits together pretty nice and flush there. And it comes with a little stand with the PlayStation logo, JAK and Daxter written right there. And, oh, there's even a little Precursor Orb etched into it too. Very cool. And it might be a little obvious here. This is 3D printed by, you know, the guy who makes it. And you can kind of tell there are some of the print lines on this. I don't mind this really too much at all. And it does feel a little bit rough. So, I mean, you could polish this, I guess, you know, like maybe sandpaper it down and smooth it out if you really wanted to. I don't mind it at all. I think it's perfectly fine. And I like that he did get these super small details really well, which is pretty surprising. Although they do look a little bit rough on the etching. Oop, and then like that again. And yeah, it goes onto this little stand here just like that. And it's a Precursor Orb. Boom. So if anyone was... I don't know if it's actually to scale or actual size, but it is a very nice size. And it has... Oh, I'm going to drop this. And it has a little bit of weight to it, which is pretty cool. And I bought, so there were a couple different, you know, Precursor Orbs on Etsy that I saw that other people made. And I got this one just because this one looked by far the best out of all of them, because some of them maybe had like bigger etchings and stuff. And I'm sure that also comes with practice, you know, with maybe 3D printing and making several drafts. But this one just looked so good with the tiny text here, and it looked really accurate to what you see in game. And then the much bigger script over here. Is there actually an alphabet now, I'm wondering? I don't remember if there was or not. I know in the games, a lot of the lettering kind of looked like weird, like real letters from, you know, our alpha, from the Latin alphabet. But just kind of, you know, weird with little dots and like weird breaks and stuff in it. But this doesn't seem to be that. So I'm not sure if there's actually a translation for what it says on the Precursor Orbs. Or if it's meant to be a mystery, just like the Precursors are. But yeah, it is a Precursor Orb, and it's beautiful, and check out the paint job and everything. And unfortunately, though, the quality does come at a little bit of a price. I think there were some, you know, certainly the other ones were cheaper, some of them were. This one cost me, I think, about 60 bucks. Again, I will have the link so you could check it out for yourself. But, you know, actually just looking at it, I do think it's worth it. I especially do like that it is held together by magnets. And I actually appreciate that it's hollow, because you could store stuff in here, you know, for fun. Or use it as, like, if you have a really big JAK and Daxter fan, this would be an awesome Easter gift. It is the perfect Easter egg for a JAK and Daxter fan, if you really want to spend the extra money. And you can fill it up with gifts and whatnot, like for a birthday present. That'd be a really, really cool idea, I think. So I really do appreciate that. Actually, ooh, you can really see some weird, like, printer lines and stuff, like, way at the bottom here. Again, it's on the inside, so it doesn't really matter, but I do think it's something that should be pointed out. You know, like how you can see all the indents of the letters, too. I don't want to drop this, of the letters, too. And really, so there's only one thing, actually, that I would change if I could about this. And that would be that this is a straight line over here. I think if this could be made to follow this black line here and open up that way, I think this would be, like, the absolute perfect Precursor Orb for a fan. But the way it is, I really don't mind it too much, because it does fit pretty snug. The line isn't super obvious. But, like, that's just, like, the one thing, like, if I could change one thing, it would just be, like, maybe in a future release of this for the artist, to make it so that the line to open it follows this, and then it sits together like that, because I just think that would be really, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it would really tingle the brain in just the perfect way to be able to pop it open like that and have it, like, fit together nice and snug like that and just, like, lock into place. I don't know. Maybe it's not possible and that's why he didn't do it. I'm not really sure. But that's just, like, the one thing that I wanted to say about it. Other than that, I mean, it's a really nice Precursor Orb egg. I do know that there is an official, like, Naughty Dog, I think it was the 30th anniversary for Naughty Dog, statue for JAK and Daxter, and it came with, like, a Precursor Orb and stuff mounted on it. It's like this whole piece, and I think that there's a limited quantity of them made, but those are really expensive. That's actually what got me to buy this, because I saw, I don't even know what I was doing, but I saw, like, on eBay, like, I don't know, recommended me it or something, or maybe I was looking up JAK and Daxter stuff online, but I saw a picture of the official statue, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I wonder how much that would cost. And I saw the price, and I'm like, maybe not this time, because they were, like, I think 300 bucks each, like, minimum, and I really didn't feel, I know I spend a lot of money on a lot of other stuff sometimes because I'm an idiot, but I just didn't feel like spending it on that, especially because I think on the statue you can't actually remove the Precursor Orb. I think it's all fixed into, like, one big piece, and I like the fact that you can actually take this off, and that it does open up as a little hidey hole, because I think hidey holes are fun. You know, just have tons of secrets hidden all around your room, like some scavenger hunt when you die and everyone's trying to loot your belongings. You know, that's a pretty good idea, guys. Yeah, have the what is this? There's a little thing of something on there. Weird. But yeah, I mean, that is it. I think I've actually said a lot more than I thought I'd be able to say about this. It is a Precursor Orb from JAK and Daxter, guys, and it is really cool. This is, I mean, well, I should probably, like, highlight why I even, you know, think about this, but JAK and Daxter is by far my favorite video game series of all time. I hold it near and dear to my heart ever since, you know, like, I was a little kid. I remember seeing the commercials for the Precursor Legacy when it first came out, and I was so, that was it's actually the first game that I can ever remember getting, like, actually hyped for in advance. because you know, it came at that perfect age for me. I was probably like, what, 7 years old maybe? Because what, it came out in like 2000, oh, I don't even know when it came out anymore. 2001, 2002-ish? So I was at like that perfectly good age where I was like just getting into being more aware of stuff instead of like getting video games. And man, when I saw that commercial, I was already a fan of like the Spyro games and stuff. So I love 3D platformers and collectathon type games. I saw that commercial and I was like, I have a mighty need. And I remember me and my friend, we played this for hours at each other's houses. And I remember beating the final boss at my friend's house, my friend Luke's house. And it was amazing. So yeah, I love this series so much. So I needed to get the Precursor Orb. What would be even cooler is that they could make oh my gosh, a power cell, an actual power cell to complement this, like life size, and maybe have like clear plastic parts holding the floaty bits or some other weird way to make it work. Because I know that'd probably be infinitely harder to make than the Precursor Orb. But if I could get that too to complete the set, that'd be freaking magnificent, because I love this series so much. And you know, fingers crossed for all eternity that maybe Naughty Dog returns and makes a JAK 4 that isn't disappointing, because I think that whole world just has so much potential. So much potential. Even if they maybe use a different character and not JAK, but just in that universe and made it official and just really good, I would love to play it because I love it. I love it so much. Anyway, big childhood feels here. But yeah, so this has been a Precursor Orb from JAK and Daxter off of Etsy. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed making it. And if you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe, because that helps out the channel tremendously. And if you want to see more videos like this, I try to upload every Wednesday evening, so that's kind of when you should try to tune in. Although, you know, sometimes scheduling gets a little messed up, but usually Wednesday evenings is when a video tends to go up on my channel, and I would love to see you there. Till next time, guys, bye-bye.